Hey guys, and welcome to PJ's Coin Capers. I've been looking forward to putting this video together and discovering what's going on with these 2019 50-cent coins, and what we know so far is what I've called this series. So we're looking at what we know as far as mintages and having a look at values, and it'll be interesting to see what happens once we do get the actual full mintage later on in the 2020 year. Alright guys, so there was 3 different 50-cent coins that released into circulation during the 2019 year. One of them has a higher mintage than the other 2, but from my point of view, they've all been difficult to find. So we've got the IRB version, which is the one we have in front of us right now. Then we have the JC version, and in the IRB version and the JC version, they both have the standard coat of arms as we know and see every single coin has since 1966. Well, not all of them actually, but you know what I mean. Predominantly they've all had this design. And then we also had the Aboriginal Indigenous Languages coin, and that is the correct orientation as you see it right there. And that also had the standard IRB effigy. So 3 coins, and what we need to have a look at is the Royal Australian Mint website and have a look at the mintages of those coins. And these are partial numbers, so not the full year. They're really a 6-monthly count of the mintages of the coins that were produced in the second half of 2019. So the annual report will give us a full figure based on a financial year, not a calendar year. Okay, so as we can see there, the Aboriginal Indigenous Languages coin from 2019 has a partial numbers of 2.1 million. Okay, now this is where it gets interesting, and a lot of us are pretty excited about what's going on here. And the other 2 coins, so the IRB and the JC effigy coins, have a combined mintage of just 200,000. So very, very small number. Now, to break that up further, we go and have a look at the annual report. And there we have it there, the 2018-2019 annual report from the Royal Australian Mint. So we break it down further, we scroll down, and we find the correct part of the annual report to have a look at. And we can see here, these 3 here, there are 4, but that's partial figures from the 2018 coin. But the 329 coins, so the Jody Clark, only 14,000 as of mid last year. Okay, 224,000 of the standard, which is the IRB, and the International Year of Indigenous Languages was just over 2 million. Okay, so these coins here have been very difficult to come across when noodling. Okay, so we already know that there's 2 million of the Indigenous Languages coins, and very few have been found. I've only found 3 of those coins in circulation, and I think I found them in the one sitting and possibly in 1 or 2 rolls. So that's all I've come across, and even though there's 2 million of them somewhere out there, I'm certainly seeing that people aren't finding them based on what your feedback has been to me. So the Jody Clark and the standard one, the IRB. Let's have a look at the numbers. So let's have a look at the sales. Okay, so what's on offer? So we'll look at the Indigenous Languages offerings first, and we can see here that there are 60 results when I type in 2019 50-cent Indigenous Languages. So let's have a look at what they're selling for. So there are pretty much, there's some. Okay, so we can see here, wow, this will be interesting. I haven't looked at this yet. So As I'm looking at it, is the first time I'm seeing it. I haven't gone through it. So basically, $7.99 or $100 for a bag, which is kind of crazy in some ways. It's not what I expected with a mintage of 2 million, but people can ask what they want, and it doesn't mean they're necessarily going to sell for that. But we'll have a look at the sold figures. Here's a bit more of a realistic price of $40 plus postage. Just remember, there is $10 worth of coins in this bag, okay? So even at $40, it's a great return already if you can sell it. So $4 or $5, $4 there for an individual coin, another $4 or $5 there. So look, most people are asking around that $4 mark, $4.50 for an individual coin. So let's go and have a look at the sold figures. So it's still around the $4 mark with postage. Two of them for $4.50, $3.45, $4. So these are ranked in most recently finished. So we always will have the most recent prices up the top. So $3 or $4 seems to be fairly consistent what's being asked and what's being paid on those coins. So if we jump onto the 2019 IRB offerings, we will notice that there is only 14 results. Very, very low number when compared to the, 60, I believe. Yeah, 60 there for the indigenous languages and only 14 for the IRB coin. So what are these guys selling for? Let's have a look at some. Okay, so this will be an interesting auction. So $32 right there with 17 bids, $10 postage. It would be interesting to see where that finishes up. And we've got $150 there. So someone's asking $65, which is probably where that auction will probably end up, somewhere around that sort of figure would be my guess. What have we got here? Unless that's a big bag of them. It's sort of crazy to ask that kind of dollars. We'll just have a little closer look at that. No, it looks like they're just asking for $350 for one bag of them. Yeah, one bag. Alright. They can ask what they like, but it does say they've sold one, but you can adjust the price and it can still say you've sold one, so don't always take note of those kind of things. Alright, so very little on offer. This one here came from a RAM set, so people are holding on to the bags that they have, and it looks like not many are being found in circulation because there's not many individual coins on for sale, and the ones that are on for sale are possibly from bags or from a mint set. So let's have a look at the sold figures of those ones. So there's an individual coin, almost uncirculated, so possibly found in circulation. $5. Here's an uncirculated one for $7.50. A bag sold for $53 plus $10 postage, so $63 for a bag there. So $9.95. Yep. $7.50, $5, $5, $60, $70. So look, how many sales have we got? 34 sales in the past few months. That's all it is. I think it's the last 60 days that is what this feature allows you to look back. So the price hasn't moved heaps over the past month and a half. 2 months. It's been fairly stable. We don't know what that sold for, but it was on offer for $150, but we don't know what it sold for. So if anything, maybe the price is dropping a little bit. Maybe people are finding these, but still there's not many individual coin sales. So that would suggest to me, and there's no coins that have any sort of prosecutor or armor guard rolls or wrap on them. I have seen someone who does have a full jumbo bag, and I don't know whether they were, which effigy they were, but someone was able to get a full jumbo bag of the 50-cent coin, but it wasn't the indigenous language. I just didn't know which effigy it was anymore. So let's have a look at the JC coin. So here's another one that's an auction that's ending tonight, and that's at $51. Someone's offering one there for $125, $5.85 plus a little bit of postage, and that is it. So only 8 results, and that speaks volumes as to how many are being found and how many are being potentially held by collectors who are able to get to the swap meets because they're not finding them at the banks. Okay, so let's have a look at what they've been selling for when they have been on offer. We've got 29 sales, $5, so $47 for a bag there, which is probably a bargain. And if things go the way that we believe they may, as long as the banks aren't just holding onto these coins, or the Royal Australian Mint aren't holding onto them and haven't, say, released them into circulation for whatever reason, we should be sitting on something that's going to be pretty special. I hope so, and I know a lot of you are probably feeling the same way. And as we're getting further and further into 2020, and these coins are not coming across as we're noodling or going through our 50-cent coin rolls, there's a pretty good chance that these coins could be something very, very special. So that's really it, guys. I really feel that it's going to be something special. I really hope it is going to be. And these prices here that you see right now will rocket up. They will be the $150 a bag in no time. And that'll be something special for those guys who are able to get a few of them. I literally only have a few bags of each. I was only able to get those, and that's all I was able to get. But I'm grateful for what I was able to get. I know a lot of you possibly didn't have the same opportunities to get the bags, but keep an eye out on the Facebook groups and those kind of things, and on eBay, and you may be able to pick some up at some stage. But it really does look like the IRB and the JC coin could be very, very special, and I cannot wait to see what happens in late October when the figures are released. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and I look forward to bringing another video to you soon.